Good evening, viewer. Welcome to our Glory Globe TV. Here's a breaking and most mysterious news. At the National Museum in Copenhagen, there is a marble head that was once part of the ancient Greek Pantheon temple on the Acropolis in Athens. The head originally belonged to a centaur figure and was part of a scene depicting the Greek mythological Lapith's battle against the centaurs, mythological creatures that were half horse, half human. For reasons that have yet to be explained, parts of the centaur head are coated with a thin brown film, as are several other marble fragments from the Pantheon. The mysterious brown film was first examined by the British Museum in 1830. Back then, attempts were made to determine if the color originated from ancient paint, but it was eventually concluded that it might be a result of a chemical reaction between the marble and the ore, or that the marble contained iron particles that had migrated to the surface, coloring it brown. There have been many attempts to explain the peculiar brown film. In 1851, German chemist Justus von Liebig performed the first actual scientific investigation and determined that the brown film contained oxalates, salts and oxalic acid. This had been confirmed by later analysis, but the origin of the oxalates has remained a mystery, says Professor Karl Rasmussen, an expert in chemical analysis of historical and archaeological artifacts. Along with University of Southern Denmark, colleges Frank Gajelson and Vladimir Gorskov from the Department of Biochemistry and Molecular Biology, Bodil Bandsgrud Rasmussen, former head of the Antiquities Collection at the National Museum, Thomas Dalby from Cranfield University in England, and Iara Bonandius from the University of Pisa, Italy. He has published a scientific article describing the results of their investigation into the brown colored centaur head from the National Museum. The article is published in the journal Heritage Science. We especially wanted to examine whether the brown film could have been formed by some biological organism, such as lichen, bacteria, algae or fungi. This theory had been suggested before, but no specific organism had been identified. The same goes for the theory that it could be remnants of applied paint, perhaps to protect or tone the marble surface, says Karl Rasmussen. For their investigation, the research team was allowed to take 5 small samples from the back of the centaur head. These samples underwent various analyses in SDU's laboratories, including protein analysis and so-called laser ablation inductively coupled plasma mass spectrometry. We found no traces of biological matter in the brown layers, only from our own fingerprints and perhaps a bird egg that broke on the marble in ancient time. This does not prove that there never was a biological substance, but it significantly reduces the probability, making the theory of a biological organism less probable now, says Karl Rasmussen. Beyond the report, Glory Globe TV, Delhi.